Hello, lovely people, and welcome back to another episode of Confidence and Cappuccino. So, this week I did something a little different. I decided to reread a book that I first picked up years ago, The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. Now, when I say years ago, I mean years ago. Back in that early figuring life out era, I remember reading it with highlighter in hand, nodding like, yes, I'm about to reprogram my entire life. And I did, for a while. But you know how it goes. Life happens. Somewhere between work, health, adulting, and unexpected detours, those mindset muscles get a little rusty. And lately, if I'm being completely honest, I've been struggling with my thoughts. Not in a dramatic, everything is falling apart way, just that quiet heaviness of feeling stuck in your own head. So those moments where you catch yourself overthinking, doubting, or replaying the same unhelpful stories on a loop. So I went back to The Power of the Subconscious Mind, not as the old me who wanted to fix everything overnight, but as the current me who just wants to feel at peace in her own mind again. And wow, it hits so differently this time. Part 1. Why I needed this reminder. When I first read this book, I thought it was about positive thinking. You know, say the right affirmations, think good thoughts, and life magically rearranges itself. But now, reading it again with a few more scars, lessons, and therapy sessions under my belt, I see that it's actually about trusting yourself again. Dr. Murphy explains that our subconscious mind is like a garden. Whatever we plant there grows. And the scary part, most of us are planting weeds without even realizing it. I thought about how often I've been repeating unhelpful little lines lately, like, I'm behind, I should be further along, or my personal favourite, why can't I just get it together? And then I remembered, my subconscious doesn't know I'm being dramatic. It just hears these words and goes, okay, we're behind. Let's keep creating more evidence of that. No wonder I've been feeling tired. Part 2. The Power of Small Shifts. The book reminded me that the subconscious doesn't respond to pressure. It responds to repetition. It's not about yelling affirmations in the mirror like you're trying to convince yourself. It's about gentle consistency. The small ways you talk to yourself throughout the day. So instead of, I'm behind, I've started saying, I'm finding my rhythm again. Instead of, I'm failing, I say, I'm learning what works. And it's such a small shift, but it's honestly changing how I show up. I realize that the subconscious isn't just where our fears live, it's also where our healing starts. It's where we can plant new evidence that we're capable, even when we don't feel it yet. Part 3. 5 gentle ways to rewire your confidence that I'm actually doing. So I wanted to share a few gentle things that have been helping me, because I know I'm not the only one trying to get out of their head lately. So number 1, the morning mind reset. Before I check my phone, I say one line to myself. Today, I choose calm over chaos. Some mornings, I fully believe it. Other mornings, it's more like a negotiation, but it still plants the seeds. Number 2, not yet energy. Whenever that critical voice says, you can't do this, I quietly add the word yet. I can't figure this out yet. That one word takes the edge off. It opens the doors for possibility. 3, the proof list. Every night I write one thing that day that proved I could trust myself. Sometimes it's I got through the day without spiraling. Sometimes it's I got through the day without crying. Sometimes it's I actually rested without guilt. Either way, it's evidence that I'm moving forward. Number 4, whispered affirmations. Yes, really. When I'm making my coffee or brushing my teeth, I say quiet, believable things like, I'm allowed to feel better. Good things can still happen for me. It's not about hyping myself up. It's about soothing my nervous system with something kind. I think sometimes we forget to be kind to ourselves. And number 5, stop crushing or stop cursing yourself with humor. This one, you know those self-deprecating jokes like, I'm such a mess, or I'm the queen of chaos? Yeah, the subconscious doesn't get sarcasm. It just writes that stuff down as truth. Now when I catch myself joking like that, I balance it with something gentle. Like, yes, I'm a bit of a mess, but I'm also resourceful. I remember I was speaking to like my colleagues at work and I was like, I'm nosy. I'm a really nosy person. And one of my work colleagues was like, you know what? You're not nosy. You're naturally curious. I found that quite helpful as well. Like it's about being kind, but still being real. Part 4, what this book taught me. Again. Reading The Power of the Subconscious Mind this time round reminded me that confidence isn't always having strong thoughts. It's about having softer ones. When you catch yourself in the spiral, it's not about shutting it down. It's about saying, I see you, but we're choosing a gentler story today. Because the subconscious listens not to what you say once, but to what you whisper I can't say that word. Consistently. And I think that's the most comforting part of it all. You don't have to be perfect to reprogram your mind. You just have to be kind enough to start again. So summing up. So lovely. If your mind's been feeling heavy lately, if it's the same thoughts that keep circling, maybe it's time to go back to something that once grounded you. An old book, a journal, a practice, a truth you used to believe. Because sometimes we don't need something new, we just need to remember what we already know. So you can find my favorite quotes, takeaways, and how I've been applying the power of the subconscious mind over at nephew.com/power of your mind, CC37. Until next time, keep your coffee warm, your heart open, and your thoughts kind. And I'll see you next one. Bye!